What I've learned about happiness, this is not my research, this is research that's out there. I'm happy to send you any sources or links if you'd like. There's been research that tells us that happiness has three components. It's 50% genes, it is 10% circumstances, and it is 40% actions. Now, if you were dealt a bad hand, a friend of mine is an ophthalmologist. I'm Indian, obviously. I have an ophthalmologist friend. And he told me, he's like, some people are just dealt a bad hand when it comes to health. They come in, they just have bad eyes. It's not their fault. That's just the way that it is. But if you're on the cusp, then 40 percentage points is a lot. If some tips and tricks in your circumstances can take you from 35% to 75%, that is a very big deal. Because sometimes you don't need to do something different. You can continue to do what you're doing and do it differently. I remember working at Procter & Gamble. One of the internal mottos was, make a little, sell a little, learn a lot. And I loved that. I loved that idea. So sometimes it can be illustrated in a different way. Epicurus in the 4th century apparently said, I wasn't there, if thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. It was also sung in the 1940s by two men who sang a song called You Have to Accentuate the Positive, Eliminate the Negative. And the rest of that is you've got to spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. They're giving us a formula. They may not have realized it. And it was also illustrated by four guys in the 1990s called Boyz II Men, one of my favorite first groups. I am a 90s kid all the way, so I love this song. And I'm not going to try to sing this because it's way below my octaves, but they sang, the good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. Now, why am I giving you all of these different quotes? Because it turns out there is a happiness formula beyond the makeup of it, and I'm giving you the addition. I'm now going to give you the division. There is a happiness quotient, okay? Now, this is mine, and this is what I came up with. I said happiness is your perception of reality, not only reality, but also your perception of reality over your assumptions.